Ladies and gentlemen, by the time you see this video, I have probably already released my 100 creators zombies tier list video. Go check that out if you haven't already. Probably be linked in the description and an upcoming card right here. But I have been on Premiere Pro and Photoshop like so much, and I cannot sit on my computer for so long and do a bunch of shit. So this video is going to be me actually doing a real list. I'm going to do my own tier list. The reason I'm doing this in this video is because the video that I did yesterday, my tier list was a joke list. It wasn't serious. It was pretty insane, and I don't want to say too much about it because I feel like I was a little bit out of pocket. But ladies and gentlemen, this list is going to be a little bit different. Now, we have S to forgettable. I'm just going to go through my list. We're going to go into presentation mode. And I don't think we have too much to talk about. I just want to kind of get right into it. So, I think the first obvious thing, I don't know if we should go into like specifics or we just go in order, but I want to create one more tier above. And this is meme. And this tier is meme characters that are so awesome and so funny and such great characters that they deserve to be an S tier, above S tier. And so for meme characters, we're gonna put Leroy, because Leroy Jenkins, hell yeah, brother, definitely put Leroy in there. Ted, fuck you, get your ass off my bus. Yes, Ted is definitely going into the meme character section. Also, I want to put in there, where is my homie? Where's the guy that's always got my back? Hell yeah, brother. Raptor 1. If you know me, you know my channel. One of my most viewed videos is a Raptor 1 memorial for his death between the second outbreak. He's drinking Mauer Toten. So that was an actually hilarious video. It's like a couple years old. Go check it out. But Raptor 1's definitely a meme character. I'm trying to look right now and see if I can find any more. I might stumble across them when we go into the list. But from what I can see right here, I don't really see any more insane meme characters. This is the Riz Deer right here, but I don't think he's really a meme character. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it like that for now. And then do I go in order? That's the question. I will. So Alistair Rose, he's forgettable. He's not really a bad character. He's just kind of barely in the story. This is Scarlett's dad. He's only shown in Dead of Night, even though he's mentioned, I think, also in Voyage. I'm not huge in the Chaos story, so I'm not 100% sure about that one. But he's just a forgettable character. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to be disrespectful. But yeah, he's just not that great. So he's going to be unforgettable. All the Mob of the Dead crew I love, even though Weasel is my favorite. But I think this is Finn. Or Billy. I'm not sure which one's which. I think this is Finn. But I think that they're all pretty equally B. So I'm going to put all of the Mob of the Dead crew in B. Where's the... is Billy, Finn, and Sal. That's right, Bill, Philly. So yeah, there you go. We'll put that right there into B tier. And then Weasel, if I'm going to be honest with you, I think the most in-depth and well fleshed out background story and character is Weasel. So Weasel, to me, is an S tier character. I think Weasel's great. I really love Weasel. I'm being genuine about that. I think Weasel's a great character. I think he's fantastic, and I think he deserves to be an S tier, if I'm just being honest. Bruno, the Chaos Crew's okay, but Bruno just feels... he feels like just typical strongman. There's nothing really too great about his character. He is the first one to turn, as just shown in the Voyage of Despair Easter egg cutscene, but the way they show it, I don't really love, because it's on the Titanic, and like, who gives a fuck about his, you know, little flame on his head when the Titanic is going down? So I don't love how they showed it. But that doesn't mean he's a bad character. I think he's a C tier character, nothing more, nothing less. I think he's fine. Major Carver. Although he's got hella Riz, he's obviously forgettable. I mean, he's a little icon PNG that pops up on your screen. So yeah, that's how I feel about Major Carver. Fidel Castro, listen, he's great for his time as a 5 character. But he's not JFK, and every other 5 characters okay. So we're going to put him in C. Danny Trejo, man, and a great actor. Machete, fantastic. I think he does fine in Call of the Dead. I think all the Call of the Dead characters are about the same. The only one I like a little bit more is Robert Englund, but I still think that they're all kind of B tier. So I feel like we're going to put all of them B tier, but I'll just put Robert Englund the highest of them. They're all kind of the same to me, so I don't really have too much thought. Samantha. Now, Samantha carried the Cold War story. A lot of people put her in forgettable. I think she's a good character. She definitely is the only reason the Cold War story matters. Her and now Richtofen or Eddie in the Forsaken cutscene. But if I had to put Samantha somewhere, I'd probably say just high B. She's definitely the main reason that there's anything going on with that. So gotta put her in high B. Dempsey, listen, Ultimus and Primus are both just GOAT characters. A lot of people, if you didn't see the tier list video, a lot of people disrespect Ultimus and Primus Takeo. Takeo gets disrespected. I don't appreciate that. Takeo and Tom Kane. Tom Kane's a fantastic voice actor. And Takeo in the Zetsubo cutscene, I think, has some of the best depth in Zombies history. That cutscene where he asks him, and I'm going to butcher this. He asks him to be his Shokane. I'm going to butcher that shit. But I think it's absolutely incredible. I think Takeo is so fucking good in that cutscene. So... yeah. Diego, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Diego's, he's fine. C tier. I think I like Bruno more. He's just a Riz, and he talks like this. He's supposed to be cool, smooth guy, but not for me. Dead of the Night, this girl sucks. She's annoying. She's so annoying. Can't stand her. F tier. Stanley Ferguson, I think Stanley Ferguson's cool. I think he's a cool boss. I think his radios in Blood of the Dead are really, really good. And his whole revenge story about keeping Primus in Alcatraz, I think is really good as well. But overall, for being genuine, he's a B tier character, I think. He's cool, but he doesn't add too much to the story, just to Blood of the Dead and Mob of the Dead, so I'm going to put him in B. Floyd, the fighter, I think Floyd's the worst out of the Shadows crew. I feel like most people agree with that. I think he's a D tier character. He's just a typical average fighter. He's got the curse, whatever. Forsaken, man, the Forsaken's cool. It's a cool idea and it's a cool design. But my question is, I wish I get to know more about Zykov to the Forsaken. My question is he gonna show up in the next game? Or is he done? Because if he's done, it was a very slow arc. Or a very quick arc, I mean. It's a very slow backstory. I don't really love it. I'll put him in C for now, but I don't know. George, I'm gonna put him in meme. And the reason is he's not a meme, but he is the father of all zombies. He's awesome. I love George Romero. He's great. He's the father of modern zombies horror and that genre as you know it. He sucks as a guy in Call of the Dead. I'll tell you that right now. So if you play Call of the Dead and Black Ops 3, learn the trick how to get stuck in the ice. It makes the map so much better. But for being honest, I think George is a meme character, and that's all we can really say. Good guy Gersh. Gersh doesn't add too much to the story, but he's not a bad character either. I put him in C tier. Gersh and Yuri. He adds a little bit, you know, he's got a very sad story where he gets freed and then they keep his soul, and it's just like, man, Gersh, I feel bad for Gersh. Godfrey's the best out of the Dead of the Night crew, but that doesn't mean he's not necessarily good. He's still not a very good character, but I do think he's not a complete failure character, so we're gonna put him at D tier. Dr. Gray and Groff are both pretty forgettable. I mean, Groff has some interesting stuff in eisendrache, so I could put him higher. But I don't think he's a bad character, and I don't think he's a good character. He's just kind of forgettable. He just kind of yells at Richtofen for him messing up a bunch. And what about that positive energy here? So we don't need to be here with all that yelling. Jackie fucking V! He's definitely a meme character. Jackie V's a meme character, but I don't think he deserves to be in the meme tier. Even though he's got some good memes, I don't think he deserves it. So I'm going to bring him down a little bit and put him in B tier. Put him in B tier. I like Jackie V. Pretty good character, but B tier character. Same thing with... Hey you, Jessica, C tier character. She's got a funny cutscene and an iconic intro, but that's about it. JFK, man, JFK. I'm gonna put JFK in A tier. He's gonna be our first A tier character. I think he's definitely 100% undeniably the best in the 5 crew. He's also got the most iconic lines. He's the best voice actor, except for Nixon. I might think Nixon is better, but A tier, I think, is perfectly fine for him, and, you know, I kind of respect that. Kravchenko, who are you? Bobblesack, you suck, too. You're buns. I think you're better than the girl, but you suck. You're trash. Nixon, he's kind of just a crazy guy. I'm going to put him next to Castro. Not too much to say, but, you know, I mean, he's Richard Nixon, you know? I mean, what more is there? Marlton, God, you're such a bitch. You're such a pussy, bro. I mean, and people think that he's getting tail with Misty. Misty ain't fucking him. Come on, bro. And even if she was, look, what's his competition? Russman, who only knows his first name and he's a 70-year-old, and Stuhlinger that'll be talking more about the voice of his head than what's in front of him. So there's no way that Marlton is getting tail unless Misty is so goddamn horny and there's no fence post around. Marlton's an F tier. That was an insane rant that I just said. Maxis is A tier. I wish that Maxis had more on screen time. But he's so pivotal to the story, especially the start, with Ultimate Richtofen. So there's no way I can't put him high. No way I can't put him high. So I'm put him A tier. Medusa, you're fine. You know what I mean? You turn to Medusa. You have some cool stuff. I think you would have been a good character if the Chaos story was continued, but it wasn't. You only were in one map, and you know that's all we can really say. But you're not annoying, so you're not down here. Misty, man, I go through the list, and Misty, everybody just talks about her tits, but as a character, her voice can get annoying sometimes, and she has some interesting dialogue about how Dempsey's her dad and stuff like that, and it was cool shout-out stuff and tagged or Toten. But, at the end of the day, she's a B-tier character, nothing more, nothing less. I do think I like the Mob of the Dead character crew the most, but I don't think I like the Call of the Dead crew more. So we're going to put her in B-tier. Nero's the best character in Shadows. Nero is awesome. A-tier for Nero. And the main reason for Nero being an A-tier is just simply to the fact that, well, Jeff Goldblum is voice acting him. That's awesome. Jeff Goldblum's incredible. Independence Day, Jurassic Park. I mean, Jeff Goldblum's amazing. So he's got to be up there. And he's definitely my favorite backstory in the Shadows crew. I think his whole insurance money, throwing the knife at his wife is great. Throw knives at your wives, lads. No, I'm just kidding. But I think he's great, and he's got to be an A tier. Nikolai, come on, man. Put him next to the other ones. Shout out Robert McNamara. I actually think he's better than Castro because I like his Prime Minister Castro. We invite you in good faith to sort this thing out. Yeah, I think that's great. This guy's the worst character in Zombies history. His dialogue sucks. His dialogue is buns. And I'll show you something right here. His dialogue sucks. Let's just what I want you to do is I want you to listen to this dude talk. It is so unbelievably bad. This video, which I have saved, is the reason why I think he's so terrible. He never stops talking, and he goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. He just doesn't shut the fuck up. This guy needs to learn how to shut the fuck up. Just listen.
Great beyond. I do hope you know how to use that gun, young man. Madam
Morella,
world-famous spiritualist, queen of the great beyond.
Shut up, bro. He just doesn't stop talking.
Is Propeller really your name? No, Godfrey, you're earning your keep.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Lock in. That is trash. This dude never shuts up. F tier. Worst character ever. Peck is even above him. Even Peck's above him. The thing about Peck... The thing I think about Peck is I don't necessarily hate Peck. I'm disagreeing with myself. I can't stand Peck. Peck is trash, but there's some things that are good about him. Like, it's so weird. The people that like Peck make me dislike Peck more than Peck makes me himself. I think the Martha stuff in Firebase is comedy. I think he's annoying in Mauer and The Forsaken, but... And I think his last cutscene's fine at the end of Cold War. It's like a good little, ooh, what's gonna happen future? But that doesn't mean I like him. So Peck's an F tier. Ravenov. I think Ravenov isn't forgettable. He's actually a pretty important part of the story. But, you know, he's a C tier character. Nothing more, nothing less. Richtofen. I mean, come on, man. It's not even fair. Russman. Russman's an A, man. I love Russman. He's a great character. What can I say? He is the best in the Victus crew, and he's the most interesting. And the way he talks about his life in the buried intro cutscene, and the way he talks about a lot of different things, I think his perspective on the world is very cool in a zombie apocalypse state. And his whole backstory of him meeting up with the Victus crew, I think it's cool. So I actually really like Russman as a character, so we're gonna put him in A. Maxis Samantha is borderline S tier. But she's top of A. Her reveal in Moon is one of the best reveals of a character ever in the Pyramid. I think that's so sick. Her idea in Old Doris is cool. Her running in for her dog is really sick. Her in the Origins cutscene is pretty cool. I don't like her voice. Or actually, I kind of like her voice in Alpha Omega. I just wish that cutscene had more CGI and wasn't just some comic book strip. But she's cool, and she's okay in Cold War, but she's better in the old story. She's got a lot of significance, so she's an A tier. Scarlet, dude, all this bitch does is complain about her dad, bro. But she has some good lines, too. So I'm very torn about her. I think she is my second least favorite in the Chaos crew, besides Shaw, who is an F tier character. Shaw is just a B-Tech Richtofen. He doesn't shut up about science, and you know, that kind of stuff is cool, but he's so cliche that it's unbelievable, and I just don't like it. I just think it's bad, and he just doesn't shut up. And there's the difference between being an explorer and then just being pessimistic, and Shaw's pessimistic, and he's annoying about it, so gotta put him in F tier. The Shadow Man is A tier as well. He's right under Samantha. Same role kind of thing. Monty's right there with them. You know, gotta be there. Strauss, I think his name is. I don't really exactly. Stuhlinger's cool in the aspect of his idea of him talking to Richtofen and Maxis, and they're in his head. But if we're being honest, he's not that good of a character. His voice lines aren't that cool. He's kind of going crazy, but I like his idea. I just wish that the guy named Stu, like me, Stewart, his name is Stuhlinger, but my name's Stewart. I wish that it was a little different. Like, I wish it was a different character, but I don't hate him. So I'll put him right above Misty. Takio, I mean, come on, man. Takio's up there. Dempsey, come on, man. Valentina, she's a cool boss. I think she's a cool boss of Mauer, but she doesn't have too many interesting things, so we're gonna put her in forgettable. Weaver, who cares? Elon Musk, come on, man. Yuri has some cool things, but he steals your guns, and he's not that memorable, so we're gonna put him next to Gersh. And then finally, Zykov. He is the last character in this whole list. We're gonna put Zykov in forgettable. He's just shows up in a cutscene. I know he becomes a Forsaken, but he's not that great, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you in this video. This is my final list. Actually, we'll show you guys one more time. This is what I got, ladies and gentlemen. I got my meme characters. If I had to go and rank this, I think Weasel's the best character ever, so I'm gonna keep him there. If I had to go individually rank this, I'd probably say Ultimus Richtofen, Primus Nikolai, Primus Dempsey, like that. Yeah, I'd probably say like that. For this tier, I think this is perfect. This tier, I think, is perfect as well, actually. I think I'm gonna move Jackie up. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is perfect. Actually, I'm gonna put Diego lower. I'm gonna put Diego in D tier. I don't like Diego. There we go. That's my final list, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you guys enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This is my final list. If you guys want to check out my 100 creator tier list, then go ahead and do that. It'll be linked in the description. You guys are the best. I know this was a way more chillaxed, not crazy edited video, but God, man, I've been on my computer so much the last couple of days, and I'm not the type of person that can sit on my computer and just stay here. I like being active and doing other things. And after doing all this, don't worry, I'll still post daily, but expect some banger videos. And shout out to everybody that helped me be a part of it. So if you want to see my other tier lists, check it out, man. I got a bunch of tier lists and tier makers. So thank you all so much. You guys are absolutely goated, and I'll see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.